It wasn't much of an update, but in the last few days we did receive some news on the takeover of Manchester United. Firstly, on Tuesday it was reported by iSport that the Manchester United takeover process has been effectively paused, as far as at least one of the two main bidders are concerned. They claimed that there was suspicion from at least one of the people close to the United sale process that Avram and Joel Glazer have been disappointed with the size of the offers for the club.
Could we have the money now?
They also reported that Joel and Avram Glazer believe that new TV deals being negotiated, the growth of the game in the US, and the new Champions League format will ultimately add value to Manchester United in the coming years. This of course did not go down well with the Manchester United support, with many supporters and fan channels fearing any hope of a sale was finally over and that dreams of a finally Glazer-free club shattered. Of course, just like clockwork, the Manchester United share price then started to plummet based on the news that the process had been paused. Wednesday came and we then heard from Mike Keegan of the Daily Mail, who has been quite reliable and consistent in his reporting of the sale, and he claimed that the process is in fact not paused. Keegan claimed concerns had been raised that the Manchester United sale process might be paused to allow the Glazers to reassess their options. However, the current situation is that discussions are continuing with a number of groups with a view to a full sale or partial investment. Negotiations are currently taking place with multiple parties as the Man United takeover saga rumbles on. Whether this is Glazer PR remains to be seen, but Keegan also updated us that there remains a confidence amongst those close to the Sheikh Jassim bid for Manchester United that they will prevail. However, neither group is thought to have got close to the £6 billion that the Glazers are reportedly seeking. Sheikh Jassim's son, who is also a big Manchester United fan, has actually been reposting the signing announcements of Andre Onana and Rasmus Højlund on social media. Journalist Ben Jacobs appeared on the United stand this week and claimed the Glazers feel that with how football is advancing and the globalisation of the game, such as the new Club World Cup format, Saudi Pro League deals etc., gives them more of an opportunity to want more money for the club. Due to said advancements, this is why there's still a level of hesitation to sell from Joel and Avram Glazer's point of view. A sale isn't paused though. Jacobs then went on to say that all 6 Glazers are determined sellers for the right price, it's just said price that there are disagreements on. Rio Ferdinand, when speaking to TalkSport this week, said the uncertainty surrounding the ownership isn't good for Manchester United at all.
The uncertainty surrounding the ownership isn't good for the club, isn't good for the fan base at all, and I think that needs sorting out. I think new owners right now, given the way that the fan base is at the moment, is needed. I just think clarity right now. I think a lot of the time we've asked for transparency from the owners and some real clarity as to their direction the club is going to be going in, the infrastructure, investment, etc. would be nice, but that hasn't been forthcoming, and that's been disappointing from my standpoint.
René Meulensteen, who served as Manchester United's first team coach from 2007 to 2013 under Sir Alex Ferguson, also claimed that the owners need an affection with the club.
Do you want the Glazers gone?
Yeah, I would, because I feel ownership has to be an what do you call it? They need to have a connection and affection with the club. That's not there. It's not there. I mean, you want to make sure that when those new ownership or whoever the ownership it is, that again the fans want to associate themselves with a manager they can associate themselves with. It's exactly the same with ownership. They want to see that those people care. Look at what happened to Wrexham. Yeah, those people, because they care and they're clear. This is what we're going to do. You're going to be part of it. And that's none of it. And that is, I think, what the Manchester United fans are crying out for.
If the sale process isn't paused, unfortunately it sure feels like it is, and the fans are now at the end of their tether. We are now 9 months into the club's strategic review, which was launched last November, and we don't feel any closer to the end. You need to take these updates from certain journalists with a pinch of salt, as the majority of them are just recycling old news and taking blind stabs in the dark. I'll leave you with this clip from, in my eyes, one of the best Manchester United journalists, Andy Mitten, of which there are very few people closer to the club than him. This was just a few days ago, and when he says he doesn't know anyone who knows what's happening with the Manchester United takeover, I sure as hell believe him.
Not had any updates.
It's gone quiet.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
If there's anything happening, I'd be reporting on it, but it's gone quiet. So I could come out with some balance of probability nonsense like some people do, and say I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that, or this is happening soon, but I've heard nothing. And journalists would be speaking to the different parties. I don't know a single person who knows right now what's going to happen with the ownership of Manchester United. I just think it's gone on for 8 months now. That's too long. I think the fans deserve some clarity. The players do, the club does. There's a lot of really good people work at Manchester United. They deserve to know what's happening, and uncertainty doesn't help anyone. And I don't know, when people say, will it be Qatar, will it be the Sir Jim Ratcliffe bid? I don't know.